Welcome to Greek Verse a Day. Today we're translating Revelation 2:28. So as always, you should be working from your reader's edition of the Greek New Testament. I'll be working from the screen, and you can sort of jump back and forth between your helps in the Greek New Testament and the helps here on the screen. So let's start with a slow reading, go to a fast reading, and give you an opportunity to pause and take some time on your own. We have hos kago ailepha para tu patros mu kai doso auto ton astera ton pro einon. So just a quick note here, these two dots above the iota, this is what's called a diaresis, and it tells us that we pronounce these two vowels next to each other separately. That we don't have a diphthong, that the two are pronounced separately. Pro einon, not proinon, pro einon. So let's go ahead and read one more time a little bit faster. Hos kago ailepha para tu patros mu kai doso auto ton astera ton pro einon. So at this point, go ahead and pause, work from your reader's edition of the Greek New Testament. And once you have done some work here, seeing what you might make of this verse, unpause and I'll jump back in. All right, so the trickiest part of this verse is that you sort of have to go back to a couple verses earlier, all the way back up to verse 26, Revelation 2:26. So I guess just two verses earlier to make sense of what the object of this verb right here is. So you're given a note on this one that this is a perfect active indicative first person singular from lambano, which means take or receive. So we're going to translate this, I have received, but we're not given any object. There's nothing in the accusative here of what was received. And the reason for that is because the object is assumed from verse 26. So if you look back up in your reader's edition, if you look back up to verse 26, we have, and the one who is victorious and the one keeping my works until the end, I will give to him authority upon or over the nations. And so this sort of continues that thought with hos as I also. Kago, you don't get a note on this one, but it means I also. It's a combination of kai and ego. You can see ka go that the iota and the epsilon have dropped out. We have this smushing together of kai and ego. I also. As I also have received exousion. I have received authority. And then the prepositional phrase para tu patros mu, from my father. So para, our preposition, meaning from, with the genitive following it. So that's what we have here, the genitive to patros. Patros, a third declension. Remember, sasia esonsias. This is my esonsias in one mark here. Sasia, so os here is our genitive singular, and we get the genitive, the clue to the genitive from the definite article as well. From my father, and then this genitive mu, the personal pronoun, showing possession, my father. So as I also have received authority from my father. So without knowing that authority is sort of assumed as the object in this clause here, you might have had some trouble making sense of this verse, and that's totally okay. When I came to translate it, not remembering verse 26 or what was happening previously, I was tripped up as well. So don't feel bad if it was particularly difficult for you to figure out what's going on here. It's because there's something missing from the sentence, or something that is assumed to be in the sentence that is not explicitly there. So, as I also have received from my Father, kai doso. We've seen this doso verb several times now in our trek translating through Revelation. It's from didomi. The sigma here is our sign to the future. And then the omega is the first person singular ending. I will give. So, and I will give auto to him. So the indirect object comes first in the dative case. I will give to him. Him is not the thing given. Something is given to him. And the thing that's given to him, the direct object, is this accusative phrase right here. Ton ostera, ton proinon. So literally the star, the morning one, an attributive adjective here. And in English, we like to sort of flip-flop. We like to have the adjective before the noun, whereas John really actually likes to have his adjectives come after the noun in an adjectival noun phrase. But in English, we like to switch those around, so we do it as the morning star. So to put all of this back together, we have, as I also have received authority from my Father, so also, or and, I will give to him the morning star. And then just one more note here, the to him here is also referring back to the previous context, the one who is victorious and the one who is keeping Jesus's works until the end, which we have also in verse 26, that the antecedent of the auto here, the him, the her, or the them, is going to be that one, the one who is victorious and keeps Jesus's works until the end.